It is Sunday, April 27th, 2025. Look, it's a Dutch pantry. I mean, welcome to Veda. Long-time subscribers, or just people who have looked at my playlists, know of my fondness for the Criterion Collection. A selection of important films, even if some of them aren't particularly good. I bought this used. You can probably tell from the tape on it here. Subtle Ghostbusters reference! One of the recurring segments on Criterion's YouTube channel is the Criterion Closet. That's where they allow somebody involved in the film industry in some way to go into the Criterion Closet, which is a closet where the sides and back wall are lined with, as far as I can tell, every currently available Criterion title. I'm guessing they don't have out-of-print titles like This Is Spinal Tap, including the short pitch film that Rob Reiner and the comedians made in order to give the studio an idea of what the film would be like in order to get them to finance the actual film, because this film didn't really have a conventional script. But anyway, can't get that directly from Criterion anymore. I found it on eBay for $100, but that was a while ago. Armageddon's also out of print, but I found that used. Yeah, you probably won't find Spinal Tap used too easily. But in the Criterion Closet video I'm talking about, linked in the description, of course, Molly Ringwald. Yep, that's her. Talks about various films that she adds to her collection. One of them is directed by the French director Bruno Dumont, who she met and asked to work with, and was told that he only works with non-actors. And my response was something along the lines of, "What?" Approximately. Because the only short film that I've made that has other people in it was a little bit of a headache, largely due to the actors being non-actors. Also due to me being an inexperienced director, and it's not too bad a short film. It's actually rather good. Link in the description, of course, but wait, don't click on it yet. I mean, creative types do tend to be their own harshest critics, with certain exceptions. But I did wonder, how can he do that with non-actors? And then I realized he's got a crew. The crew can do things like keep the non-actors from congregating around the camera between each shot, or wandering into the shot, or other things that I'm sure might have happened during the making of my film if it had been longer. I did do a Veda video last year with the behind the scenes. It's also in the description, and the reason I said not to click on the film by itself yet is because the review also includes the short film, and it's nearly 2-minute glory, so I don't want people to get the same experience I did when I listened to both commentaries for both cuts of Answer the Call. But still, Robert Rodriguez rather famously made a pretty ambitious feature film without a crew, but he was behind the camera and then never in front of it. And also, he didn't have a tripod, he had a monopod. The camera moving was something important for the film, not shaking, just moving. Whereas in my film, it was rather important the camera not move at all. There were some other mistakes I made, like I should have acted out exactly what I wanted Aaron to do. I also should have stood off camera where I allegedly was, so that the eye lines would be, like this instead of like this. I actually considered doing that, but by that point I was so, I don't know, pick a euphemism, spoon-deprived, that I thought it would just be less stressful for me to be directly behind the camera. Especially since that way I could keep people from bumping it. Actually, I don't know if that was especially. But one other thing, and you might not even notice it too much, except it was that I'm not actually wearing a name tag in the film proper, and it's because I shot my scenes first, figuring partially I'd show people where they have to run, and also that way I could spend the rest of the time behind the camera. And then I gave Bill the jacket, and being an inexperienced director, it didn't occur to me that I could have done this. Still inexperienced. There. Then he wouldn't have been unsure where to put, I could actually use the thing, but it's right here. And he wouldn't have been unsure where to put this, and wouldn't have put it right under the camera, causing me to think, oh, that's going to blow away, and try to put it under the... Is the script still here? Yeah, they're about that. I've still got... Here's the shot list. Here's the script done in storyboard format using very simple, non-technical words. And then, bonk, bomping my head on the camera, meaning I had to go back. Bill had to take the coat off. Had to break his proton pack off first, then his coat. Then I had to put the coat back on my proton pack. And I forgot to put this back on. And I also forgot to gesture with this hand and hold the PKE meter in this hand. So I was kind of blocking my face. That was, but maybe if I'd had a crew, right? Later I was wondering, why didn't Bill just ask me what to do with this? And, well, then I asked myself, hey, me?
Yeah?
What's with the, everything?
I'm a different character. Right. Hypothetically.
And anyway, you know how, pronoun trouble.
Hey, don't say the P word, you'll get banned. And
You know how I tend not to ask people for help, but try to figure it out on my own?
yeah?
And how that's probably because I'm autistic?
Uh-huh.
And how Bill is also autistic?
This bath is too hot!
Wow, a Doctor Who reference?
I'm only hypothetically a different character.
Fair point. Yeah. Still not feeling too well. I hope I'm not getting an allergic reaction to one of the medicines I've been taking for years now. Or maybe it's just my diet. Well, yeah, I need to do this in front of a mirror, don't I? Or something. This seemed like a good idea at the time. Well, so did going to the Dutch pantry for breakfast on a Sunday. Yeah, that's, Gee, I hope my main video will be better than this.